As we promised, here's our newest feature, Dance 678. From time to time, Dance 678 will be bringing you some of the most popular music from years gone by that we call a blast from the past. In 1975, he took a clean sweep, winning the Calypso Monarch with Carnival History and the Road Match with Mass at Victoria. In 1991, he received 4 awards at the first ever Caribbean Music Award, which was held at the world-famous Apollo Theater in New York, including Best Party Song with his smash single, Teaser, and Best Album with Gala Rush Me.
The nominees for Record of the Year 1990 are
1990, David Rudder.
1990, will we see you tomorrow?
Teaser by Beckett.
Welcome Home, Carly Davis.
Too Experienced by Barrington Levy.
Too experienced to be taking for a stroll.
Watch Out My Children, Rash Shorty Eye.
Twice My Age.
And my daughter.
Shabarangs and Crystal.
As I go my way, I don't care what they say. I'm in love.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with proud pleasure that we present the winner. The winner, Teaser, Beckett.
Yeah, you are nothing but a teaser. A dirty, dirty teaser. I love your reggae, love your soca, but you ain't nothing.
Good evening once again. I am Camille, and with me is none other than the ABC of Calypso, Alston BECKET Cyrus. Beckett, welcome to Video Showcase.
Thank you, Camille. It's a pleasure.
Okay, Beckett, could you give the viewers some perspective on your life as a calypsonian? Well, how you got started and some of your achievements throughout those years?
Well, started in the backyard as a little boy. Since I know myself, I've been singing calypso, and first love was steel band. And spent some time with the pan sides. After they kept breaking up, I just went full-time into calypso. Well, took part in the calypso competition, so to speak, not full-time really. I think in 1975 I became a full-time calypsonian after I won the Calypso Monarch. Back then they called it the Crown. And I've had some good years. Highlights would be Cartagena, Colombia in 1988. And back again, we went back there in 1991. The first Caribbean Music Award show. You should listen to the song St. Lucian Jam, because that have, performance-wise, it have highlights. And naming the lyrics in that song in St. Lucian Jam about some of the better jams I've had over the years. And highlights would be being honored here on several occasions, in I think 1981 first, and then 1992 I think it was, or 93, and but then for my anniversary in 1995 would be 1988 I think, or somewhere along that line. But one time first it was with on the Carnival Committee, and then was the Ministry of Culture, and then the Carnival Committee for my 20th anniversary. And several awards around the places, you know. I got one in Texas for a lot of awards for Teaser. One from the Trinidad and Tobago Association in Texas, and that's about some of the highlights.
Okay, Sina, you mentioned the song St. Lucian Jam. I know a number of persons would be wondering, why St. Lucian Jam? We only had...
Well, we've had so many songs on Vince, you have to balance it out, and I created that song some years ago, and it all came about with the lyrics St. Lucia, just like Stranger Man. I composed Stranger Man in St. Lucia after, you know, a short visit to Dominica. And you have to spread it around. I'm a Caribbean man.
Okay, your music had been featured even in movies. There's a movie, The Deep. I think your song Calypso was featured in that. How were you discovered by, say, the directors and producers of those movies?
We were doing the song in the studios. The song is called Calypso Disco, and they changed the title to Disco Calypso. We did this. The first song we did was Coming High. That's the first time I met Frankie McIntosh, and I got this guy whose name is Buddy Scott. He had just finished mixing Short Shirts Taurus Lego. So I'm always searching for, if I hear a song I like the mixing on, I would try to find out who mixed that song, and I would try to meet that engineer and do some work with him. So I was quite impressed with the mix on Taurus Lego. I should say Taurus Lego, getting a little proper here. And I met Buddy Scott and got him to mix Coming High. So they fell in love with Coming High, and they thought it was too wide of or more too international to just be a Caribbean song. So they went shopping with some American labels to get an international release on the song. Actually, I started producing the song on my own. Frankie and I did, I financed and he did the production. We did it together. And they felt, so they went shopping, and then at the same time they got a deal with Casablanca Records, and Casablanca was producing the movie The Deep. And they felt that would have been a good medium to promote Beckett, to launch Beckett as a calypsonian and to launch the album. But when they went to hook up Coming High to the song track, to the movie as a song track, Coming High was a little too slow. By that time, we had finished doing the rest of the album, so Calypso Disco was with the most international appeal and in the right tempo, so they spliced that in. And that's how that went.
Okay, your album this year consists of songs such as 20 Years, Kentucky, St. Lucian Jam, and Big Fly. How many tracks are on that album?
We have 6 tracks. I did 5, and Frankie McIntosh did an instrumental, which is a nice calypso jazz piece called Bertram Ennis, Vaso et al. Bertram Ennis is one of the great Caribbean musicians of all times. He arranged for Sparrow, the Sparrow in his vintage years in the 60s. And he toured with Sparrow. I've had the opportunity to see him as a little boy coming through here along. Vaso was part of that band, and both are now deceased, and Frankie thought of paying tribute not only to them but to all the great Caribbean musicians. And that's a piece that we're yet to hear on radio, and I think it's a nice piece, especially for the jazz programming. So I think you'll hear a lot of that piece after the carnival.
Okay, earlier this year, I know people were anticipating that Beckett would be coming this year, hoping that he would be involved not just in Road March, but maybe Soca Monarch and even the Calypso King. Why not? Why didn't you enter?
Well, I don't believe in competitions. I came out of I didn't defend my title in 1976 because I really don't believe in competition, and at this stage now with the Soca Monarch, the money is tempting, but I really wouldn't do things for money. I'm more a man of principle. That's what the Beckett name is all about. So even there's a little temptation, to go there. I've been offered over the years. They wanted to have a King of Kings in St. Vincent, and they say they wouldn't do it unless I take part, and I told them no, I wouldn't take part. I'll do a guest artist or something. I'd love to be on those shows because those are the shows that you have all of St. Vincent, the park is ram, and I would like to be on that sort of show to get, to perform for that sort of audience, but unfortunately, I wouldn't do it just because of competition.
Okay, when Beckett isn't singing Calypso, what is he doing?
Well, doing business. I do everything myself. I have my own publishing. I have my own label, which for the last 2 years, I didn't put anything on my label. But I've been, have to work with business and shopping. I do my mail out, promote my material myself. I do a lot of promotion, get it out to the radio stations around the world, the DJs, the nightclubs and stuff like that. So I'm always busy. And now I do writing. I'm trying to write on a full-time basis now. I think that's what's part of the success. I've had a lot of backlog over the years with doing paperwork, always behind in my taxes and stuff like that. But I'm zeroed down now, and I'm able now to write more on a full-time basis.
Okay, Beckett, it was great having you on Video Showcase, and thank you very much for coming.
It's been my pleasure.
I'm going to use my $1 million voice to sing the list of nominees for Best Party Tune for 1990.
I don't mind the singing. It's the noise we just can't take. Just announce the nominees quietly.
Okay, here we go. Teaser, Beckett.
Don't Bother Me, Leston Paul and the New York Connection.
No, no, we ain't going home, Tambu.
Total Disorder, Duke.
Open up the door at Jamu.
If you gon' give me something, girl, stop wasting precious time.
for Best Party Tune is... Teaser.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Calypso superstar and multi-Caribbean Awards nominee, Beckett.
We dance all night until we wet. But when I ask you for your number, you have a negative answer. Girl, you ain't nothing but a teaser, a dirty, dirty teaser. I love the way you dance the soca, but you ain't nothing but a teaser. Wearing them three-string tight, 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 tight. Down and down the opera. Well, you ain't nothing but a dirty, dirty. I love your reggae, love your soca, but you ain't nothing but... Bring me some now!